Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play Dungeon Explorer as the Warlock class for the TurboGrafx 16 and PC Engine. In the last video, we went to Melba Village, and we defeated the Gutworm. And now we are in new territory. We have to defeat Grimrose in order to continue our journey. And this is the path that leads to Grimrose. So, once we cross these two bridges, we will approach a house. Your capacity for black and white magic is limited. Take caution. And that is especially true. You can only hold up to 9 each of the white and black magic charges. And by going down these stairs, you'll find a path that leads to a jail cell with a princess inside. What? Who are you? I shall cry if you do anything violent to me. Maybe you are good? My name is Princess Aki. Grimrose has locked me in here. Please save me! And we will save her, but we must defeat Grimrose in order for that to happen. And she just follows us around if we just stand there. Well, she'll try to, but she can't quite catch up to us. And by going in here, we'll get some more information as well. Listen, if you can destroy the statue guards, you might get past the sealed door. And we're about to find out what this guy is talking about very quickly once we head in this direction. So right here, we have plenty of enemy spawners that contain these green worms and these blue spiders. The green worms are the worst of the two enemies because they can shoot projectiles at you, but you can cancel them out with your own. As for the blue spiders, they just try to run into you and that's it. But the green worms can hit you from a distance, and that can make them pretty easy to deal with. Or, not easy to deal with, I should say. I meant to say pretty difficult, but I guess I could say not easy as well. And if you follow the centers of these paths, you can easily take aim at these enemy generators. And believe it or not, you have to go clockwise through this path in order to get to the castle that is right here. And if you need to leave for whatever reason, you can just move those rocks out of the way. Now, we need to go into the castle and face Grimrose, but we have to go through here where the gates are in order to do that. There are 2 entrances, one to the left and one to the right. We need to go through both of them and destroy all of the statues if we are to have any chance at doing any of this. As we're destroying these statues, we have to deal with the enemies that are trying to kill us, as well as all these bugs that are coming out of these baskets. And all these hits that you'll be suffering here, they will add up. And it can be rather nasty. I would much rather leave now and hopefully do this without getting utterly destroyed, and then head straight. Well, I'm about to say, I was going to head straight to the village, but I'm going to see if I can get some gold rings to spawn in. And you can get them off of the green worms around here if you're lucky. And the net gain is not doing me very well because I keep getting hit here. So I may have to more than likely go back to the tavern and refill on hit points that way. Because it looks like today is not going to be my lucky day when it comes to really feeling my health without having to go to the tavern. Yeah, I'm not going to have much luck this time. I took too much damage. Thankfully, getting out of here and getting back to the village is a snap if you know where to go. Also, don't touch these fireballs that act as tortures, because they will hurt you if you do. Should go without saying. And now, we just need to keep switching these two sets of steps, and we should be back in Melba Village before we know it. And it'll only be a matter of time before we make it back to Axis Castle, where we can heal up. I may have to do this again if things get really drastic. Like, I may have to head back to the tavern a second time. At least I have a repel drink, so that makes it easier to keep enemies away from me, at least for a little while. I'd like to see if I can pick up some stat-enhancing items, or maybe even some gold rings, but it doesn't seem like I'm going to be able to do it here. So all we can really do at this point is just continue. And we should be able to make it back to the tavern. And we made it to the tavern. We've got our 60 hit points. We might as well go ahead and go back. And I'm going to keep destroying enemies just in case I get the odd item here and there. Because every little bit that I'm going to be able to get around here is definitely going to help. Assuming I can get anything in here at all. And I just want to go up and left just to get through this room really quickly. Alright. And it's a good thing that I can shoot through these rocks that are in the way. And it's a good thing that I can also attack pretty powerfully too. And that I got the Ruvis Statue out of the way. Yeah, getting that Ruvis Statue out of the way really allows you to get to the tavern a lot easier if you ever need to heal up. Though we won't be using this shortcut for long if we play our cards right, and I've been here already. As I was saying, we don't have to use that shortcut ever again if we play our cards right. Because pretty soon, we'll have an easier way to get back to the tavern and get back to where we left off, for just in case. And I just got poisoned. That's not fun. Yeah, you do not want that number to be purple, because if it turns purple, you got poisoned. And that's no fun for anyone. All you can really do is just wait for the number for your current amount of hit points to turn back to yellow, signifying that your blood is back to normal and no longer poisoned. And that ring gives you temporary invincibility. As long as you're flashing, you'll have that invincibility. It won't last for long though, so you'll need to be pretty careful if you want to take advantage of it. And now we need to go into this doorway and take care of the enemies here. And I'm going to attack everything from this end. Get rid of this guy and this guy, and then take care of these statues from a distance, and hope that the flame does not show up. Okay, good. Get out of there. And since we destroyed the 8 statues that are around here, we can go and get... Yikes. We can go and enter the center doorway that is over there. and we can take out the 8 statues that are there. But once again, I am in dire need of health, and I need to get back to the tavern. For some reason, I am not having the most luck with any of this as the Warlock for some reason. I mean, my strength's okay, my attack speed's okay, but my stats could still be better. My stats could still be a lot better, and we'll eventually get our stats up to speed once we figure out what we're doing here. And it looks like the only thing I'll be getting for the time being seems to be magic charges. I mean, nothing wrong with that, but I would like to get my hands on other items too. I mean, that can work, but that's only going to help me so much. And once again, we're going down these stairs. And we're destroying all these things. This still isn't a bad game by any means. I mean, I wouldn't be playing this if I hadn't beaten it twice already. With the videos of both clears being available for all to see. And if you ever talk to this guy again, like a second time, he'll tell you not to drink so much. As I was saying, I wouldn't be playing this game a third time if I hadn't beaten this game twice and I had the videos for both runs up for all to see. But even if you've played this for a good while and you know what to do, or at least have a good idea of what to do, getting the game started can be a bit of a rough go. I mean, you have to get used to starting out with low stats, building them up, knowing how to beat all the bosses and everything. Knowing how to preserve your hit points through every section of the game that you have to go through. It can be a bit of a fight. As long as you know where to go, though, you can kind of help yourself survive a little bit. And giving yourself shortcuts, such as destroying the Ruvis Statue, and just beating the bosses to get more paths cleared to lead you back to Axis Castle if you ever have to go back there. It's a big help. And I've just taken more damage already. I've already lost 20% of my hit points. Great. Now I'm really going to need the gold rings should they ever pop up. As you can see, due to my own dumb mistakes, I've had to fight just to maintain like a consistent number of hit points. Just to do all this. You can tell I don't like the green worm enemies. And I'm hoping that I can do this without getting horribly destroyed. Alright. Thankfully, once we destroy the statues that are around here, they stay destroyed. And now we need to go up these stairs, and we need to destroy the statues. There's 8 of them in all, and we're going to have to destroy them without really stopping or something. And that was terrible. Okay, there's 2. There's more of these guys. We need to take care of these things from a distance. So that way we don't have that hard a time. No. Get out of there. Okay. Need to get rid of this guy before he gets in the way. And now, we need to destroy the statues that are around here. And then I'll go back and heal again. Because that seems like a logical thing to do at this point. Ooh, attack speed. And a mirror. The mirror allows you to ricochet your shots. And it's a good thing I had to increase attack speed because I was able to get rid of that fireball there. Now that all those statues are gone, they're going to stay gone. And here is where I need to go to escape. Unfortunately, my shots will now permanently have the ability to bounce around unless I can somehow find another mirror. Fine. I think we can manage, though. I just need to be very careful and not do anything dumb. Alright. Once again, we're going to have to head back to the tavern. Wonder what we did to get ourselves in such a position. Praise the fact that we don't have to do any of that. Don't have to take everything by force, so that way we can destroy all of the holes that spawn these blue slimes. It's a good thing that I can off-screen enemies if I need to, so that way I can just wipe them off the screen temporarily and get them away from me. Alright. We are now back near the tavern again. And we just need to make our way back up. And we can get ourselves a drink again. And from here, we can start back at what we were doing all over again. Now we just need to worry about taking on Grimrose. Because once we got rid of all those statues, the path to Grimrose opens up. And if we can open the path to Grimrose, we can eventually beat Grimrose and get a little further in this game. Hopefully. Alright. We're out of Melba Village again. And we can just continue to the other set of stairs. And this is taking more than 20 minutes to do. But I will do this boss. I will do the battle with Grimrose. And then I'll take on whatever is next afterwards. Alright. Now it's time to do this, hopefully without messing things up horribly. Alright. Let's line ourselves up with the enemy generator so that way we have a much easier time. And that way, we can just tear this whole area apart. And maybe just survive. That's what I would like to do at this point. Alright. We're just tearing through everything now at this point. let's get rid of these enemies just to be safe. And now we're just going to keep going up these stairways. Now, had we tried to go through here earlier, we wouldn't have been able to because the statues blocked the path. But now that the statues are all gone, the door that was originally here is no longer there. And if we go up these stairs, we'll face Grimrose. All you really need to do is just stay at the bottom, face the flowers, and just take the flowers out. Just focus entirely on the flowers. You'll take out the projectiles. You'll take out the flowers eventually. You'll take out any bugs that might get in your way. And from there, you'll be able to finish off Grimrose. And interestingly, one, the shot is going to bounce around forever. One will think. I do like that. And we can't hit ourselves with our own shots no matter how hard we try. Two, apparently you get the same amount of hit points. Oh, well, the shots eventually do go away. Two, the hit point gains apparently seem to be fixed. And it doesn't change based on what stat you increase. It's a good thing I got an agility increase because, well, I'm going to need it for something eventually. That's not what I wanted to do. I don't think that's what I wanted to do. Do I have to go back? I think I have to go back. That's what I'm under the impression of having to do. But now, we should be able to get out of here. And it's a good thing that I have stat increases because it'll make it a little more interesting to take care of stuff around here. And I can't go to the west from there no matter how hard I try. Oh, that's right. Now remember. I've been through there multiple times. I should know what to do here. We need to go back to where the princess was. I can't believe I forgot all about that. Also, I can't believe I forgot to take on enemies to make it a little easier to get pickups in case I need them. But we do need to go through here. And then we'll find out that the gates are gone and so is the princess. Princess's message. Thanks to you, I'm safe. If you want to see me, call JBBNJ HDCOG. Almost said 06 there. And if you input that password when you start the game, you'll be able to play as a princess. The princess is her own class, interestingly enough. And now we need to continue, but in order to do that, we're going to have to destroy this guy. And he will tear us to ribbons if he walks into us, so if we can get away from him quickly enough and stand here, this little guy will just get stuck in the corner, and you can just keep hitting him until he dies. And when you kill him, he will leave a gem. Let's see here. Do I? I guess I will. I guess I'll make myself a little faster. And while it could make sense to do that, we could go through the stairway that we just went through. Now, Really? Waiting on this to stop bouncing so that way I can take care of the things here. There we go. And now we can take care of everything. And you know what? Yeah, it is better that we do all that. And had we went back to the castle, we would have been told to go through here and take care of the Caterkiller. I believe this is the path that takes us to the Caterkiller. I could be wrong, though. And I don't want to go through there because that is where the dead end is. Actually, it's not really much of a dead end. It's just a loop back. But I do want to take the top set of stairs here because, ooh, that'll get us away from these guys. Hopefully. I do want to wipe everyone here out first before I get that pickup that we just saw earlier. And once we do that, I'll show that thing off. Here's a Seed of Life. It completely refills your HP. You won't be seeing them a lot throughout the game, so be ready to use them when you need them. You're not going to see them often, sadly. And if I could off-screen the projectile, that'd be great. I really wish I did not pick up that mirror, because I do not like the mirror that makes your shots bounce around. However, it does make for interesting situations like that. And I want to make sure that I use my black magic as the Warlock in case there are too many enemies on screen. I should have used that while taking care of the statues. But with a room like that, with an area like that, you're better off just taking down statues as quickly as possible, to be honest. And I do want to do that. Hey. Yeah, might as well grab that, since I have less than 8 charges of that now. And let's go down these stairs. No, you don't necessarily have to do this. Actually, I'd rather you would. Because by doing this, you can make it easier on yourself. Oh, come on. Just the one. Well, I can make that happen now. I didn't want to get hit there, but thanks anyway, game. I'll take that. Not exactly one I wanted, but I'll take it. And now we just need to use the conveyor belts here to just ease our way towards the generators here and just take everything out. I've never talked about the enemies here at all. You have the rocks, which just slide forward and can be taken out pretty quickly. You have the little purple beast enemies that just come at you and just take more hits than the green ones. We've seen the pink floating eyes. They're just pink floating eyes that just come at you and also fly around quite a bit. And there we go. About to say, are we going to get rid of things yet? Are we going to disappear? And now we've got the pink floating eyes. I don't know if we've seen them already, but I would like to take these things out anyway. And here, we can get our hands on a Crown of Intelligence and an axe for the attack speed. And thankfully, since I gave myself just enough speed to barely beat this conveyor belt, I can go ahead and get these boots. Now I'm even faster. I still want to bring up other stats, though. I will do that. But for now, let's go up here. And... Ow. Not exactly what I wanted to do. I'll go ahead and take care of these enemies anyway. Ow. And something tells me I may be able to get those winged boots in the future, but for now, it's time to go down here and face the Caterkiller. And what you want to do is just run in circles around the room. And the better your agility, the faster you're going to make this, and the easier you're going to make this on yourself. You just want to stay near the walls, just keep shooting, that way you can take out the projectiles, if need be. Okay. And you should be able to eventually take out the Caterkiller. As long as you have really good agility, as well as decent attack speed and strength, you are good. And, as much as I would, I'll just go for attack speed. Or strength, rather. And I'll go ahead and go up these stairs, and we'll meet Judas again. Nice job on weeding out the Caterkiller. However, I doubt your luck will continue. And if you go over here, 1, you'll get stuck here. And 2, you'll be forced to take the stairs leading all the way back up to the surface. Oh well. We do have a house here. Let's go ahead and talk to the person inside. The hermit house is close to here, but I don't think he is living there now. And if we go over there, it's not going to be occupied in any way because we're not playing as the bard. We have to meet the bard in order to get the hermit. But by going west of where we surfaced from, we can go back to Axis Castle and heal up immediately. Told you wouldn't need that long shortcut anymore. Good to see you again. I've got information on the aura. To the west of this castle is Water Castle. Go there to investigate, but watch out for the tiger beast. Before you go, here's some special magic that you will need to fight the enemy. And we would have gotten a white charge and a black charge in case we needed them, but we don't. And thankfully, all we have to do now to get back to where we left off is just go to the east. And we've already beaten 2 bosses, and we're going to face 2 more. But that will have to wait until the next video. So join me next time, where we explore more of the world of Dungeon Explorer as the Warlock. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!